I'm bathed in a golden light. It's not, I think, of satisfaction. I think more than anything else, it's relief, a huge relief. I feel the man Booker has saved me from something. I don't know what, obscurity, failure, but that's how I feel, saved. It actually gives me an American audience, which in truth I hardly had before. I had a few select readers here and there, but I didn't have a large American audience, and now it would appear that I have one. That's the biggest difference. I am their love child. I think it's fantastic how Roth is going with a novel every year. I'm going fast myself. I'm going like a train, I sometimes feel. It's different from the beginning. When I wrote at the beginning, it was to prove I could do it, to prove to me and to prove to others that I can do it. It's different now. Now I do it because I love it. Now I'm writing with vitality, I hope, because that's all I want to do. And I run to my desk and I write in a state of exhilaration now. I hate it when people think that comedy is the obverse of the serious. For me, comedy and seriousness have always gone together. And at its best, I think, my work brings them so close together that you don't always know which is which. I love that feeling that when you laugh and you're not sure that you're actually not crying. I love that feeling of laughter and grief being together. And the laughter should taste of blood. There should be a whiff of death in the best laughter. I think what I meant by that is that I am a melancholy person and that it was melancholy that made me write in the first place. Cheerful people don't write novels. Cheerful people don't make art, they become sportsmen. Only those who are melancholy ever think of making art to begin with. So the work is always going to be imbued with that. But I do like writing about melancholy. I do like writing about loss. Loss is what all our lives tend to. It's the subject. It's the only subject. I love writing, I always have from my first novel, loved writing about male friendship, partly because I've had a lot of men friends and I've enjoyed them and I've enjoyed the camaraderie and the boisterousness, but also because there's a taboo hidden away in male friendship, and that's the taboo, more than rivalry, it's the taboo of envy. Men envy one another with great bitterness. It is very hard to deal with even your closest friend doing well. It's very hard to be able to put up with your friend's success and to be able to write about that with mirth. And it is, you can only write about it with mirth because in the end it's either funny or it's too tragic to bear. Relieves people, I've found. People like that in my first novel, that finally one's admitted it. Men are in a constant state of war with one another. People have used the word identity or the phrase Jewish identity a lot about this book, and I never quite know, I never think about it in terms of identity. I don't think I have an identity problem or I'm thinking about identity. I like writing about Jews. It entertains me immensely to write about Jews. I know a lot of Jews. I grew up in a Jewish family. I grew up Jewish, though not always knowing very much about being Jewish. The English Jewish problem, which is a mystery to American Jews, is well worth writing about. It is fascinating. There are so few Jews in England. There are about 10% of the number of Jews in England as there are in New York, with this very small community, slightly huddled, slightly frightened, beginning just now to come out of our shell and make fun of ourselves, but with a terrifically keen, sharp-edged sense of humor. And it's a joy to write about. This was my grand joke when I won. What would I do with my winnings? I would buy my wife a handbag. A journalist with no sense of humor said, what would you do with the change? Not getting my joke, which is that's how much handbags cost now. The truth is my wife has got a shortlist handbag, but she does not yet have a full prize handbag. We are looking.